Hello.
These are
Okay.
the gentlemen that will produce the Under-20 World Cup in Indonesia next year for FIFA.
Hello.
This is
Yes, so this is where we have
Move in.
our shading positions here.
Okay.
Yes, these are, we have UHD shading positions here as
Mhm.
well. And this is where I sit. Pretty much where I've got all of the computers. We're doing this one. We've got some all router panels. They change depending on the director.
Mm-hmm.
He gets four multi-viewers. He controls slow-mo.
so that's how they are allocated around field of play.
So this is slow-mo. Super slow-mo.
Mimpi Indonesia bertanding sepak bola di Piala Dunia adalah mimpi kita semua. Timnas Indonesia hari ini sedang berjuang untuk bisa lolos Piala Dunia 2026. Kita semua mendukungnya dengan caranya masing-masing. Saya beruntung ditunjuk sebagai Head of Production Live Match FIFA World Cup Under-17 Indonesia yang disupervisi langsung oleh HPS FIFA November-Desember tahun 2023 lalu. Saya berkesempatan diundang FIFA untuk mengikuti workshop dan belajar langsung dari produksi pertandingan FIFA World Cup 2022 di Qatar. Inilah ceritanya.
We have all these cabins you see here. The first two rows are only MRL cabins. So every visiting broadcaster that doesn't bring their own OB truck here can rent a cabin and make it either to an office or to a technical hub.
I see.
If they want to have a flight case solution, we offer them a technical cabin where we also supply technical power. So we have our own power down there. So we have our generator compound down there.
Can I see the cabin?
Yeah, of course.
Hi, I'm Indra.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
And they might have some technical questions that you will be able to answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the camera shading room.
Yeah.
So it's CCU, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So this is where we have
Move in.
our shading positions here.
Okay.
Yes, these are we have UHD shading positions here as well. This is where I sit. Pretty much where I've got all of the computers.
Okay.
And then we've got the TUM position who is our technical unit manager.
So all the 42 cameras coming here. So you do the setting. Okay.
Yeah. All special cameras we shade from here, RFs, and all of our system cameras as well.
Okay.
And then we shade them here where we compare the SDR to the HDR UHD as well.
Oh, I see. So how do you shade the wireless camera? So the wireless going here.
So the RF guys pretty much look after that completely. So this is their position and they can monitor everything. And then pretty much they just give us the data. So
I see.
we don't really get involved with that. They just hand off the data and we plug them into the RCP.
Oh, I see. That's important to have soundproof.
Right.
We've got some all router panels. They change depending on the director. We change different EVSs.
Okay.
So the panels I set them up every. So pretty much they reset. I reset the panels every time, and then you can then control the other EV, the different EVS. And then obviously different multi-viewers. You see a multi-viewer down there. And then I don't know how you guys work, but we work in the UK. Definitely is that we just have 4 slow-mo lines that we cut on the synchronous router panel, and which then feed back into the vision mixer.
Yeah.
Operated by a slow-mo producer director.
So every slow-mo has a director.
Yes. So which
Director for the whole.
Basically, the slow-mo producer is here, and he is kind of deciding which slow-mos he
Goes to the director,
main control.
to the main control.
So this is the guy actually has the worst job.
Yes.
I believe. I mean, it's even for me, this is even worse than actually the directing. Yeah, because you have to decide constantly which of the slow-mos I'm going to send over there.
Okay.
And like on a really speedy time, because these guys want the slow-mos as soon as possible.
So this is slow-mo, super slow-mo, super slow-mo.
Super slow-mos, yeah.
Okay, super slow-mo. You have 7 super slow-mo, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Yeah, the ultra motions.
Yeah, ultra motion.
And then
2 ultra.
the pole cams are basically also
Yeah.
ultra motions. So
Yeah.
Sebagai seorang broadcaster, mimpi saya tidak hanya agar timnas Indonesia bisa bertanding di Piala Dunia, tapi juga bagaimana Indonesia bisa memproduksi siaran langsung sepak bola dengan standar tinggi FIFA.
Gentlemen, visitors.
Hello.
These are the gentlemen that will produce the Under-20 World Cup in Indonesia next year for FIFA.
Hello.
Hi. Nice meeting you. This is Mr. Hide from FIFA and Zach from HBS. Sorry. Okay. So, if you could give them a very brief overview of what's happening here, that would be fantastic.
So this is really the control center for all the unilaterals, MRLs that comes here. And we collect all the signals from the live production unit and IBC. It comes to here, and the MRLs come here and do their connection from this point. We give them all the signals, and we collect their signals from the OV track, all cabins, or their production unit, and then send them to IBC.
But the one from studio in IBC also come down here.
Yes.
Then you send back to IBC for the signal.
We send all the MRL signal comes here first.
Yeah.
And we check the quality. We're the quality control signals. And we also have ground cams here in the commentary desk. The ground cams get integrated from here into a unilateral circuit. We send them back to IBC. So this is the first point of contact, and for the signal collection right here, and then we'll look after them. Next door over there, the live production kit is for the multilateral transmission. They go directly to the IBC.
So this is unilateral.
We are unilateral here.
Unilateral.
And we see a lot more people, and they're different every time. And the OB trucks are different, the cabin are different for every match. And we greet them here, we collect them here, and we help them to get the signal back home. In a nutshell, this is what
Sama seperti mimpi Indonesia untuk tampil di Piala Dunia, memproduksi siaran pertandingan sepak bola yang berkualitas juga butuh proses. Terus belajar dan memperbaiki kekurangan, disiplin dan kerja keras adalah kuncinya.
But it's a good place to see how we did the cabling. So all cabling, I mean, you saw the one going down that way, but when you go into the tunnel over there, you can see how we quite.
Guys, di sini pemain-pemain top dunia duduk. Nah, disinilah para pemain keluar dari sini. Ya, wow.
So new on this event for the first time, LED board at the tunnel and the play on the walkout.
Kita juga harus belajar bagaimana Qatar menyelenggarakan Piala Dunia.
This is the secret area.
Oh, this is secret area. Oh my god. Wah, ini dressing area-nya, tempat pemain.
Nah, setelah mengikuti workshop, saya pun berkesempatan untuk nonton pertandingan Piala Dunia. Dan kebetulan kami mendapatkan tiket untuk nonton pertandingan Maroko lawan Portugal.
Sekarang kita menuju gate 19. Ini stadionnya emang keren banget sih.
Pengalaman nonton Piala Dunia di Qatar benar-benar tak terlupakan. Stadion mudah dijangkau, tunjuk tanda masuk mudah dilihat, dan membuat kita yang nonton merasa aman.
Thank you. Yeah. Nah, kita sudah masuk. Ini Altumama Stadium. Kita lebih awal ya, jadi masih tidak berdesak-desakan, tidak terlalu ramai. Wow. Where? Brother? 134. 134. Iya. Oh. Nah, di sini kalau mau beli makanan 135, 134 sih. Wih, mantap banget.
Sejak awal masuk ke area stadion hingga duduk dan menikmati pertandingan, kita seperti menonton sebuah pertunjukan yang menghibur. Yuk kejar mimpi kita masing-masing. Semoga Indonesia bisa ikut Piala Dunia dan suatu saat nanti Indonesia juga bisa menyelenggarakan Piala Dunia. Ya, di sini di Indonesia.